Finance. The word finance is often used when doing business. Whether you receive money or provide it, this word is good to know. These sentences use finance as a verb. We need to finance a new car. The bank is going to help us finance the purchase. The mortgage was financed at an interest rate of 5%. The city is financing the construction of a new parking garage. You often hear the word finance used as a noun in the plural form. How are your finances? The company's finances are a mess. After college, Jimmy hopes to enter the world of high finance. An accountant can give you very good advice about managing your finances. The word financial is an adjective. Their financial situation isn't very good. A financial advisor can help them figure out how to save for the future. The financial world thought very little of the corporation's second quarter results. Edna decided not to marry Fernando because she doubted his financial stability. Their financial house is not in order. The word financially is an adverb. The country is financially stable. They're very well off financially. Find. You can use the word find for things that you are looking for. A person finds something intentionally or by accident. A find is a discovery or an invention, or it's a recovery when something is lost. The word find is an irregular verb. The simple form is find. The past tense is found. The past participle is found. Did you find your cat? They found a new house to live in. We need to find a new place to live. I can't find anything to watch on TV. Laura found a new job. Mark wasn't able to find the address. Can you find Bismarck, North Dakota on a map? Have you been able to find your way around campus? Sometimes the word find is similar to the word think or believe. I find this wine to be too sweet. They found Florida to be too hot and humid, so they moved. How do you find life in the United States? This next set of sentences shows how to use the word find as a noun. This is an important find. Several new findings support their research. I love your new couch. What a great find. A new find in Africa supports some theories about the origins of early human beings. Fine. There are three different meanings for the word fine. In the first set of examples, the word fine is similar to well or okay. I feel fine. We're doing fine. Everything is fine. Elsa fell off of the swing, but she's fine. Joe says he feels fine enough to go golfing today. Sometimes the word fine means that an activity is of high value or high quality. George is a collector of fine art. The store keeps fine jewelry inside a glass case. Opal drinks only fine wine. She doesn't like the cheap stuff. Fine dining continues to be popular in the United States. The word fine also means small. The sand on this beach is very fine. Wheat is ground until it becomes a fine flour. She uses a fine-tooth comb for her hair. Her hair is very fine. Finish. You can use the word finish to describe the end of a competition or the end of a season. How did the team finish its season? Who crossed the finish line first? What was her time when she finished the race? It's also common to use the word finish for other activities. What time does the movie finish? Are you finished eating? Are you finished? Please finish your work. Please finish. Our company finished the year with a large profit. Their marriage is finished. I'm finished with you. They finished off the enemy with a barrage of artillery. I always try to finish whatever I start. First. The word first is an ordinal number used when ranking things or people. If something is first, it's at the top of a list, followed by others. Pamela is first in line. She's first. Manuel is first in his class. Students are giving speeches in class today. Who's first? Who wants to go first? Do you want to be first? When driving a car with a manual transmission, the lowest gear is the first gear. Shift from first gear to second gear. This is the first time Diane has ever eaten Indian food. She's never had it before. Mohammed has never been to a baseball game before. This is his first time. Richard always has to be first in anything he does. He likes to be first. He likes being first. First things first. The First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution guarantees the freedom of speech, assembly, religion, and the press. First responders to an emergency help those who have been hurt. It's a good idea to have a first aid kit handy in case someone gets hurt. Fish. A fish is an animal that lives in water. This is a common word in English. Do you like to eat fish? A fish swims in the water. Fish swim in the water. You can keep fish as pets. This fish lives in a fishbowl. Fishing is a popular sport. People go fishing in lakes, rivers, ponds, oceans, and seas. If you go fishing in the winter, it's called ice fishing. A person who goes fishing is called a fisherman. Fishermen regard fishing as a relaxing sport. Most people use a fishing pole to catch fish. You can also call it a fishing rod. Bait is put on the end of a string with a hook to catch the fish. A fish takes the bait. Worms or other small fish are used as bait. Fishermen also use lures to catch fish. A lure is artificial bait. The word fish is also a verb. He's fishing. He fishes in the summer. Someone is ice fishing. He's fishing from inside a fishing shack. Fist. Curl your fingers and thumb down towards your palm to make a fist. The protesters put their fists in the air in a show of defiance. The men put their fists up to show that they were both ready to fight. Vern was so angry, he put his fist through the wall. Children outside of the school pounded on the door with their fists because they wanted to get inside. Karate experts can use their fists as deadly weapons. Fit. Use the verb fit when describing how something conforms to the shape or the size of another thing. That blouse doesn't fit her very well. Those pants fit you. How do your shoes fit? Does this jacket look like it fits? I don't think this fits. These two pipes don't fit together. It's hard to make these two pieces fit. This location fits our business very well. You can also use fit as a noun. In this case, the word can be used for many things other than clothing. This job is a good fit for me. They decided that the location wasn't a good fit for their business. If you use fit as an adjective, it means that a person is in good physical condition. He's physically fit. She feels fit. The soldiers look fit and trim. The verb phrase fit in is used to describe how people get along with each other within a group. She fits in well with the other employees. It sounds like you aren't fitting in very well with the other students in that class. It's difficult to fit in with American society when you first move to the United States, but over time, it becomes much easier. Fix. When you repair something, you fix it. The simple form for this verb is fix. The past tense is fixed. The past participle is fixed. He's fixing a pipe. Someone needs to fix the hole in the street. A plumber fixed my toilet. Do you know how to fix your car? It's not easy to fix a computer. They're fixing their house. It needs a lot of work. You often hear the verb fix used in the passive voice. The electricity was fixed this morning. This situation has to be fixed. Why wasn't this fixed earlier? My neighbor's roof needs to be fixed. How soon can my car be fixed?
Some Americans use the word fix for the preparation of food. What are you fixing for dinner? They fixed a big dinner for their guests. Sandra fixes breakfast and lunch for her kids. The word fix is also used by some Americans to describe any sort of preparation. This is a form of slang, which I don't recommend, but you might hear it used. They're fixing to leave soon. I'm fixing to buy some land. He's fixing to get married.
Flab. Flab is fat. It's the extra weight that a person carries around on his or her body. Flab is something that people try to lose if they are worried about being heavy. He's trying to lose some flab by exercising. Running helps to reduce flab. The doctor said that Jennifer needed to lose some of the flab around her stomach. We have to cut some of the flab from our budget. The adjective form of this word is flabby. He's looking a little flabby. The flabby police officer couldn't catch up to the thief he was chasing. I'm getting a little too flabby. I have to lose some weight. Flash. Use the word flash for things that are fast or things that produce light. In these examples, flash means fast. They finished their work in a flash. 3 hours of playing football went by in a flash. It was so fun. Irene's life flashed before her eyes as the plane descended towards the water, but at the last minute, the pilot was able to regain control of the plane. A flash flood wiped out the homes that were near the creek. A flash mob appeared in a public square and performed Ode to Joy. In these examples, flash is a type of light or an action involving a light. The flashing red light means that you have to stop at the intersection. The camera that the photographer is using has a built-in flash. Old cameras used to have disposable flash attachments. A flash of lightning was soon followed by thunder. When the power went out, we all searched for our flashlights. Sometimes the word flash means to show. It's not a good idea to flash your money around. Someone might rob you. The politician walking in the parade flashed 2 fingers for victory. The police quickly arrested a man who was flashing shoppers in the shopping mall. The word flashy is an adjective. This is used to describe people or objects that are shiny or gaudy. That woman always wears a lot of flashy jewelry. Bob bought a flashy new Mercedes. Flashy fashions are popular among teenagers.
Flat. If something is flat, it has little or no height on the surface. The land is flat in this part of the country. I like to eat flat bread with hummus. This is a flat screen TV. A tractor roller flattens things like pavement, dirt, or rocks and sand. A rolling pin flattens dough. The word flat is used to describe a number of different conditions. If a person's hair hangs straight down and looks lifeless, we say it's flat. If a carbonated beverage loses its fizz, it's flat. In some cities in the United States, it's common to hear an apartment referred to as a flat. A flat voice is one that lacks intonation. A flat note is one that is lower in pitch. If a group of people don't laugh at a joke, it falls flat. A flat earther is a person who has very little respect for the facts of science.
Fling. To fling something is to throw it. Don't fling that at me. Horatio knows how to fling a frisbee. A student flung a book out the window. He got in trouble for flinging stuff out the window. Someone in the car ahead of us flung some garbage onto the highway. It's against the law to fling garbage from your car. If you fling a boomerang properly, it will come back to you. Fling it. Fling it with your wrist. When the word fling is a noun, it refers to a short relationship or a short-term commitment. Daryl had a fling with a girl who lives down the street. Hannah's interest in astronomy was just a fling. She lost interest in a few months. Todd denied having a fling with a coworker, but his wife didn't believe him. Their relationship had no meaning. It was just a fling. Sarah's quick fling with Bitcoin resulted in a loss of thousands of dollars. Flip. The word flip means to turn over. When you are cooking, you often have to flip things so that they cook evenly. The simple form of this verb is flip. The past tense is flipped, and the past participle is flipped. Tony flipped the hamburgers on the grill. Angela used a spatula to flip the pancakes. It's hard to flip fillets of fish without breaking them. The turtle flipped over on its back and was unable to move. Flip a coin to see who goes first. The house was flipped several times before someone bought it and settled in. You're going to flip when you hear what I have to say. Flood. When water levels increase due to natural or unnatural causes, use the word flood to describe the situation. Floods are caused when there's too much rain or a large containment of water breaks. There aren't too many places in the world that don't have a flood occur at one time or another. This is what the word looks like when it's used as a noun. A large flood wiped out several areas of the city. Many people were affected by the flood. A flood forced people from their homes. Flooding is a problem during and after a storm. Flooding and high winds are causing power outages. You can use flood as a verb, but sometimes this word has nothing to do with water. Instead, it describes a large, sudden increase of activity. My inbox is flooded with junk mail. The police department was flooded with phone calls during the emergency. Football fans flooded onto the field after their team won the game. Heavy rains flooded the streets of the city. Our basement was flooded with several inches of water after a week of rain. Floor. A floor is the thing you stand on when you are inside of a building. There are many different kinds of floors. A hardwood floor is made of wood. Hardwood floors are popular in living rooms and dining rooms. Linoleum and ceramic floors are popular choices for kitchens and bathrooms. Carpeted floors are found in living rooms and bedrooms. This room has wall-to-wall carpeting on the floor. Most garage and basement floors are made of concrete. The word floor is also used when referring to a level or a story of a building. I once lived on the third floor of this apartment building. This building has 8 floors. The ground floor is the first floor. The 8th floor is the top floor. Elevators are useful in moving from one floor to the other. Which floor would you like to go to? A staircase is also used when moving from one floor to another. You can also use the word floor to describe the bottom layer of a natural location. There are many interesting sea creatures found near the ocean floor. The floor of a forest might not get much sunlight. This forest floor is covered with moss. Some expressions use the word floor. Most young people start on the ground floor when they join a company. From the ground floor, they work their way up the ladder. A sales floor is an area inside a store or a showroom where a salesperson sells things. During a meeting, a person who has the floor is the person who is speaking.